Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series, Titanium Series, First Order TIE Fighter Pilot, and Poe Dameron die-cast helmets. These are pretty cool, but before we take a closer look at them, let's go ahead and take a look at their packaging. Here it is. It's pretty nice looking here. It's got a picture of both helmets here, the display window where the helmets were originally. On the side here, red, just like the Black Series packaging, and on the back it's got a description of each character. If you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. And then over here on the side it's got more pictures of the helmets themselves. So fairly basic from what I've seen on these guys, but nice looking. So let's go ahead and get back to the helmets themselves. We'll go ahead and start off with the TIE Fighter helmet here, or TIE Fighter Pilot helmet, excuse me. And on the base here, stands about 2.5 inches tall, and we'll go ahead and measure Poe Dameron's here, which stands at 2 3/4, and that's just based on how it's got this bump here that makes it a little taller. But anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and start with the TIE Fighter Pilot helmet. Really nice. The whole thing. Basically, the whole thing is made of die-cast, so all the parts of the helmet that you would want to be die-cast are die-cast, and then some of the other components, like this little piece here, is plastic. The tube, which is removable, and the little box are both plastic. I would have maybe liked to have seen the box made of die-cast, but it's not a huge deal that it's plastic. And then the detail on the helmet is really well done. They've got really nice glossy black finish on there, and the red line work on there is very clean, so very nice looking overall. And then it does have a clear Star Wars base, which you can adjust just like that. It's got the Star Wars logo, like I said, down there. And from what I can tell, these helmets are about 1/6 scale. They're probably not perfect, but they're fairly close. And one thing I want to mention as well is this swivels at the base and in the helmet. And that kind of brings me to my first complaint about this this helmet here, and that is the chest box here. Now I know you don't have to display it with with it, but since it does come with it, I think that they should have put a little bit more thought into this stand. So as you can see here, looking straight forward, the chest box here is underneath where the base is. So that means when you set it down, it does this, which in my opinion looks a little weird. So I wish they had maybe made the base a little taller so that this can actually sit comfortably without, being on the floor. That's not a huge deal, it's just something to sort of mention. As far as Poe Dameron's helmet goes, really cool. Tons of damage work done on there. All the paint work, just like on the TIE Fighter Pilot helmet, is clean. And one thing I do want to mention too is there's a difference in finish. So the TIE helmet is really glossy, and this one is more of a satin. And it just looks super high gloss because I've got my light set up just right there. He does have a couple features. His mic here swivels, and the lenses for his eye, or his, I guess, blast shield or something here, lenses do come down out of the helmet, and they can be pushed up if you would like them that way. And unlike the TIE Fighter Pilot helmet, his base is actually removable, so you could pull it off and display it that way. Aside from that, though, it is the same base. Really, it's just the shape of Poe's helmet that allows for that. And I can't seem to get that back on camera. Oh well. But like I said, just like the TIE Fighter Pilot, the die-cast is all of the parts that you would want them to be. The visor is translucent, and the parts that you would want to maybe move do actually move. So, do I recommend these? Yeah, I would say if you can get them for, very low price, they're worth it. As it sits though, I've seen them at some stores for like 20 bucks, and they are not worth that, not even close. I would probably say, don't spend more than like 10 at the very most for these. They're cool, but they're not $20 cool. So just keeping that in mind, I do think that they are nicely made and well done. I just don't think that they're worth the quite lofty price tag that some people are asking for them. But anyway, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.